going on, guys? We are back with another episode of MLB The Show Franchise Mode, and it is the start of the wild card round. We've got Chicago, of course we do. We are higher ranked than them, so hopefully we've got home field advantage here. But, let me check our roster, make sure we've got everything in order. Cole Young is still here, obviously. He's been good. Dane Myers called back up. Dane Myers is going to be starting against lefties, but he's batting sixth, so no need to worry. He actually had a decent average and 144 at-bats. Didn't have that many at-bats, but he did well with them. So 648 at-bats for Elly De La Cruz is just absolutely extreme. I think he might have played every single game. We're going to go play next game. This is an important one to win. We do have home field advantage for all three wild card games, which is different from last year when we didn't. We had it for none of the games. Now, Shota Imanaga, the lefty, is going to be on the mound to start things off here. We had a better record than them by 3 games. We were 3 games ahead of them. And Hunter Green is going to be on the mound for us in game 1, and it's Imanaga for the Cubs. I think that we have an extremely good chance to win. He was 12-6. Had a pretty cold stretch down the line to finish the season off, it looks like. That was slightly wild. 103 nearly hitting the guy's hands. I wouldn't want that. 103 again. He has turned up the heat to begin this wild card game. That is grounded to Elly. Elly throws. Elly fires, out number 1. I guess I should have said Elly fields, Elly fires, because Elly throws, Elly fires is the same thing. That is smoked into left field. The center fielder will make the play. That is Dane Myers out there patrolling center. They will have Stephen Kwan at the plate, and we're going to throw 102 at his kneecaps, trying to hit him, I guess. I didn't mean to do that. Slow him down, slow him way down and drop it. This will fill the count. If we don't get a swing, we do not. So now you got to go high and hope this connects with the zone. It's a strike 3 on 103 miles per hour. Inning is over, and the Reds will come up to bat. Shota Imanaga, 12-9. Similar win total to Hunter Green on the season. It's a 1-2 count to the leadoff hitter, Elly De La Cruz. That is a strike, but they call it a ball, so we are good. 2-2, excuse me. That's a strike. Swung on the 12-6 curve. Fooled me way out in front, missed it, and that is out number 1. Strikeout number 1. For Shota Imanaga here in the 2027 postseason. That is driven into the gap, and a wonderful catch out there by Pete Crow Armstrong. We will be starting our college football dynasty. We're doing a road to glory first because I haven't figured out the things in dynasty yet. But also the loading screen froze on me, so I actually paused that, started recording this. And we will hopefully pick that up with the better screen. We'll find out, though. There's 2 down and 2 strikes here on Tyler Stevenson as he tries his best to get on base. That is not the swing that'll get it done. They're going to easily field that and throw him out, and that is out number 3. Neither team doing a whole lot of anything. And it'll be Pete Crow Armstrong to lead off this next inning. That is driven into left field. That'll get down. That's at least a double. Off the wall. Nearly made the play on it. But that is a leadoff double for Pete Crow Armstrong. It was a valiant effort out there in left. Who was that? It was a left-hander. Was it Blade? And that's gone. 2-0 here to start. That's, oh no, it's Fraley out there. That's not what I should do. Blade is much better hitting left-handed lefty than Jake Fraley is. I like Jake, but he's not the guy for this type of job, and it's 2-0 already. This is shades of Hunter against the frickin' Dodgers in real life. last season. That's going to get hit to Ellie, and he will make an easy play on a pitch that I misfired so badly. That was actually never back into the zone. That's why he didn't get all of it. That's flown up there to Jake Fraley. I may bunt with Jake depending on how they play him, but lefty-lefty, not his friendliest matchup. We should have played Blade in left, Dane in right. That's going to be up the middle, but easily fielded. I think that is that Cole Young or Steer? I cannot tell. It might be Young. But Sal Stewart will lead off. It's a 2-2 count to him. Fraley and Myers are waiting on the wings. I don't know. We've got Fraley on deck, Myers in the hole. And Stewart is going to ground that one to second base, and that'll be a ground out hit pretty well, but not well enough. And this is the lefty-lefty matchup we're not really looking forward to today. That is going to get the inside part of the plate, 1 and 2. All right, we got work to do. Suffering 2 in that last inning. 2 against. Got a double and a home run hit against us that last inning. That is gonna make its way through, and he is the first hit of the ballgame for us. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe Fraley does have what it takes. Now Dane Myers has a 1 and 2 count. There's been a lot of 2-strike quick counts today. Pardon me. That's flown to right field. That won't do anything. That was actually reached for a little above the zone. Just a little bit. Now, J.J. Bleday is playing, but he's DHing today. Marte is on deck. 2 down. 1 on. And that's smoked to right field, but an easy play made by the right fielder. He didn't have to move that far for it. And we've got to play some defense before we can try to get those runs back. Man. I was really looking forward to having home field advantage for the wild card round, and they're shooting that down right now. That's another extra base hit. Unless we can throw him out, but I doubt it. That's thrown in late, and he is in there with the leadoff double. The last time they got one, the next pitch left the yard. They are stealing. He will have to run back. That's flown to Jake Fraley. I'm not going to fix it. If it goes wide, it goes wide. It's Ellie. He's got a good enough stretch to not let it. Let's see if they go again. Not sure if they're stealing to steal. But he will swing and miss at the 102-mile-per-hour fastball. And that time it's hit into the outfield. We're going to have to make a play. The throw is wide, but they don't advance to home because they weren't challenging the throw. This is our chance to escape this inning. The double play is completed, and the inning is over. Let's get some runs. Noelvi Marte, followed by Malone. Malone is the second baseman. That is hit softly to second base. Should be an easy play. It's dropped as the throw was short. He couldn't pick it. That should be an error. Marte reaches safely. They call it a hit. That was okay. I'll take it. That's what happens when you run it out. I thought for certain that was just an error. Oh boy, that's going to be a fly ball. We're not getting to the higher fastballs. That one wasn't even that high. We still couldn't get to it. Ellie De La Cruz is going to bat with 1 on, 1 out, and 2 runs to get. It's funny because he didn't swing at that. That should have been a strike. Swung at the one at the bottom that was never going to be a strike and made it a strike. And I believe that also was a ground out. I believe. Swung on and missed. It's 2-2. That was a pitch that I don't know if I should have destroyed or not, but we definitely didn't. Checks his swing on an inside fastball. That looked like it had a little bit of inside movement on it. That was just a plain old fastball. That is gonna be a dangerous ground ball. Do they turn two? They do. Inning is over. All right, PCA doubled his first time up. That is another hard hit foul ball. Unfortunately, it's just a foul this time. Hunter Green delivers. That one's grounded to Ellie, who just hit into a double play and will throw PCA out. It's the fourth inning already. We only have 2 hits to our name, and one was just erased on a double play. That is going to be a foul ball by Alex Bregman, who wants to one-up his home run, which, I mean, you can't really do, but you can add another one. That'll be strike 3. It caught the corner. Or at least he thinks so. He ain't challenging. I would probably call that a strike as well. It does clip, so they won't challenge. That's a strikeout. That's a foul ball there on 102 miles per hour. McNeil way behind it. He's early. Look at, oh goodness, if you're early on a fastball, imagine what you do on a splitter. Uh-oh. This could be an error. I don't want this to be an error. It's not. It's a great pick by Harper, and the inning is over. Speaking of Harper, he will lead the inning off. Then we'll have Stevenson and Stewart. We need 2 runs, and I believe in the power of all 3 of these guys to be able to close this gap a little bit. That is going to be a pop-up. The splitter jammed the heck out of me. That's 1 down. Harper displeased with that one, but we'll have to regroup and just take another swing in the 6th or 7th inning. That's destroyed down the line, but it's foul. 1 and 2. Grounded out his first time, looking for better luck here. It was a really soft ground ball to third base his first time. We're trying to get something to the outfield and down. That's... I was about to say down. We're going to challenge because I believe it was. And it was. It's a full count. So he's not down on strikes just yet. That is chipped into center, but a really speedy man in Pete Crow Armstrong is there for it. And that's the 2nd out. 1 pitch after we challenged the strike 3 call. And now Sal Stewart is going to smoke that into right field. Waited on the outside fastball, hit it, and now it's Jake Fraley's turn, who is 1 for 1. He didn't even hit a strike. He got a base hit on a pitch that was low. That's a swing and a miss. It's 1 and 2. Imanaga's pitch count is at 60, so I think he wants it lower than that. I can't imagine Hunter Green's is any better after the 4th. Hopefully it is, but I doubt it. Checks his swing on an outside splitter. It's 2 and 2. Sal Stewart, not the speediest man out there, and that's fouled away. The inning continues, as well as the at-bat. That's going to be strike 3. I definitely thought that was about to be higher, but I forgot the pitch wasn't actually that fast. So, strike 3 ends the inning. That's a foul ball by Miguel Amaya here in the top of the 5th. We're only down by 2, but the time frame to get some runs is closing. And that's an easy base hit by Miguel Amaya, right side of the infield and through. And that is... oh, bummer. That's a play Malone's got to just send to first base. Otherwise known as me, I messed up. My fault. So sorry. This one, this should be a double play. It is. And that will be 2 down. The runner does move up to third. Did we have a chance at maybe a triple play? No, he wasn't running the right direction. So we took as many outs as we could there. That is going to be a strike on the bottom of the zone. Actually, it wasn't, but he didn't challenge. He's down to 2 strikes, and he'll strike out at 102. Hunter Green doing his best to keep us in this one. I would say he's not directly at fault for everything. It was just literally 2 back-to-back unfortunate ABs. That's golfed into left field, and it's down for a base hit for Dane Myers. So a leadoff single. Can we do anything with it? We've got JJ Bleday. Let's go. That's up the middle of through, and it's back-to-back singles to start this inning off. Looking good, looking good. What can we do with no Elvie Marte? We're down by 2, otherwise I would say bunt this. That's gonna get through. We're gonna test his arm. And it's late, it's 2-1 in the run. The runner moves to third. In the process, Brennan Malone now. First and third for him. A 1-run ball game. And that's decked into the left field bench there. Not bench, what is it called? The stands. 2-2. Malone, last 3 games, has an OPS of 1.338. That's pretty sick right there, actually. That is low, and we've got a full count with still nobody out. A bases loaded situation for, oh, that's going to be a double play. I think they played that one really well. Actually, he beat it out. It's a RBI fielder's choice. 1 down, and Ellie De La Cruz will come up to the plate. This game has been tied. That is destroyed. At 110, they're going to just turn a double play on it. That is, wow. All right, new ball game. Hunter Green not trailing. What an ugly, ugly, ugly swing. Do not give him a strike. In fact, try to just jam the heck out of him. Not a strike. That one just misses. We've got ourselves into a full count situation. He'll strike out. This one was only 99. Dropped the velocity, but got the K. Hunter Green pitching here in the 6th at 81 pitches. Nobody even stands a chance on this fastball recently. They have a home run on it earlier. That's a pop-up. Is that fair territory? It will be, but it's caught. And that's 2 down. So now we've got Pete Crow Armstrong, who's 1 for 2. It's a hard foul ball. He's the only one consistently making contact on those. I think now that you have him looking up and in, you slow it down. Well, that was a PCA swing if I've ever seen one. That is strike 3 on a pitch that was in the right batter's box. Right-hander's batter's box. And PCA is left-handed. And it's long gone. Harper gives the Reds the lead on the first pitch of the 6th inning. First homer of the postseason. I believe also his first hit of the postseason. It is the first game, so that would both make sense. Found a pitch to drive, didn't miss it, and the Reds have the lead, and Imanaga's day is done. They will replace him with Kyle Bradish. Tyler Stevenson will be the first to face him. That is outside. Stevenson, Stewart, Fraley all will bat. Myers is a maybe, depending on whether or not I want him to play. Checks his swing way too late regardless. That was a strike no matter what. A 4.1 WAR. Is that good or bad? That's inside. It's a full count. Tyler Stevenson is 0 for 2. He's grounded out and he's flown out. And he's flown out. He's 0 for 3. All right. Stewart punched a single through the right side of the field on an outside fastball his first time. That was a similar spot. That one catches the outside. It's 2-2 now. What have we got? That is hit well to right. I don't think it's got enough. It's going to be caught on the run, and there's 2 down. Jake Fraley will bat. Nobody on, 2 outs. What have we got? That's hit well to left. It's caught out there. And the inning is over. But Bryce Harper gives the Reds new life. And I totally forgot to pull Hunter Green, so we're going to warm up a couple of guys. Anthony Misiewicz and Yimi Garcia. I don't think Misiewicz should be a setup. Who did I not call up? I don't remember what happened. We're going to see exactly what we need to do. But Misiewicz, I don't think he should even be a postseason arm. We're going to maybe do something about that after this series, because I don't know why he's called up. I think it's just to have an extra arm. That's another Alex Bregman homer. Hunter Green has just given up the lead that he just got. Are they still warming up? They sure are. Oh boy, 95 pitches. McNeil is at the plate. That one missed by a tiny bit, but McNeil's satisfied, not challenging, and he'll swing at a splitter that just about bounced. We are very, very, very near 100 pitches, and that's a full count. So, Hunter Green, can he get at least an out here? That's popped up to third. South Stewart parks underneath it. Ellie was also giving it a look. And that is going to do it for his day. Garcia actually not all the way rested up for some reason. I'm not sure what that's about. Did he run a marathon yesterday? That is popped into near our dugout, not into it, just near it, and that's 2 down. Carson Kelly takes strike 2. That's not gonna catch. That's also not gonna get the zone. It's a full count. What do you give him when you don't want trouble? Well, that's not it. It's 3-3. We've just walked a runner and recovered on a ground ball. I don't think he actually touched the bag, but says he does. I mean, it's an easy fix. All you gotta do is go back and touch it. So, bullpen action. Caleb Ferguson is actually going to be the guy. We're not going to trust this guy, Misiewicz, in a tie game. Center field, oh boy. 48 and 20 and 42. This is a tie game. It's a big spot. We have one less bench bat, I think. That's what happened. Whoops. Okay, Spencer actually can play center, so we're going to let him. Checks a swing. It's 2-2. Blade and Marte would be next. Kyle Bradish doesn't have to pitch through this inning, so they could pull him and give Marte and Blade a lefty to deal with. That is a ground ball by Spencer Steer. He is thrown out. There's 1 down. All right, JJ. 1 for 2. That was a pitch that was way too low to deal with. Kyle Bradish has Blade to a 1-2 count. That is outside, 2-2. Let's go. That is called a strike. We've got 2 challenges. It's the postseason. Big call here. It's going to be overturned. The second strike out that we've been able to overturn. That also filled the count. And that's going to be a hard ground ball. So immediately after both, we just secured an out. So, with 2 down, Noelvi Marte is 2 for 2. Good for him. Could do for 3 for 3 here. I'm not gonna say that I need it, although it would be nice. That's gonna drop. It's a blooper that falls in. Substitution. All right, Cole Young for Malone. Cole Young is a bat that I'm excited to see this game. He had some pretty clutch moments, even though it was a low average in general. But with this inning being extended, that might be overturned. It looked like it had a chance to catch the corner. Kelly challenges, and he's wrong. The call is upheld. It's 3-1. That is flown to left. That shouldn't get down. And that is the inning. So on a 3-1 count, he got a pitch that he might have been able to do something with, but he doesn't. And now Caleb Ferguson comes into this ball game because there is a couple of lefties due up. The righty is going to ground out. The lefties that are due up are very powerful. Although I think one might be Stephen Kwan. So I could be wrong. Yep, it's Stephen Kwan. He's a contact guy. That's going to miss by just a little bit. It's 2-1. That is popped over first, and it's going to be a base hit. So, trouble. I think that PCA might be up to the plate. Lefty-lefty matchup. PCA is going to let that one stand. It was a strike. They would have lost their second challenge. That one was just low. We did think about challenging. Glad we didn't. Struck him out on a slurve. That's PCA's second strikeout on a pitch that this time he probably should have hit. Griffin Jacks is into this ballgame. I always have trouble hitting against him, especially in my road to the show. That's going to be a foul ball on a sweeper that started right about here. And by the finish of the swing, it was all the way over here. That's 2-2. Griffin Jacks has Ellie to 2 strikes. Ellie does not yet have a hit on the day. That's a full count. Harper does have a hit. It was a home run. It was a big hit at the time, gave us the lead that was then given away in the next inning. That is smoked into left. That is going to be Ellie's first hit. And I believe he's got the speed to turn this into a double for sure. It should be a double every day of the week, but there are some guys, I promise you, that would not make it. And now, Bryce Harper. We need, I think, Connor Phillips. He's a 76 overall. He's been working hard on his craft. I believe he's the guy in the top of the 9th, if this game is still tied. That is hit not as well as we were hoping. That should be an easy fly out. It is, 1 down. The throw in will keep Ellie at second, not able to advance on it. Now Tyler Stevenson, 0 for 3. Couple of flyouts, a ground out. Fouls that one back. That one shouldn't have been swung at. Can we score Ellie from second? That might be the one to get it done. It's a jam shot single right up the middle. Tyler Stevenson has given the Reds the lead back. And now we're going to sit Misiewicz. We are going to warm up Aroldis Chapman. What are we doing? Connor Phillips is going to get that button. And now, Sal Stewart. 1 down, 1 on, 1 in. That's going to be 2 down because he flew out. Whoopsie doopsie. Who's next? Jake Fraley. 1 for 3 on his day. That is fouled away. There's a lot of 1 for 4s in the top 4 people, every one of them. To be exact. That is going to do it for our hitting day as long as the ninth inning goes our way. Chapman on his way to the mound. His old number 54 has been retained by him. Thanks to me. I don't know how long we have him for. So hopefully this postseason does a lot. That's a foul ball by Bregman. He's got 2 homers already. We have to be so careful with him. He'll foul that splitter away. He doesn't want to go away. Goes sinker down low. Struck out Bregman. And I believe the most dangerous hitter of the inning has just been retired. That one's high. It's 2-1. And that one was also a touch high, I believe. Fouled away. 2-2. That's popped into shallow left. Ellie working his way back. And that's out number 2. One strike to go. He's got to pick his spot and get Miguel to swing over it. He does! Strike 3 and the game is over. Reds win game 1 of the Wild Card series. And that is a wonderful start. We are 1 win away now from advancing to the NLDS. A well-played game on the defensive side of things. Just a couple of unfortunate runs against by yours truly, Hunter Green. Griffin Jacks got the loss. He only worked 1 inning, gave up 2 hits and a run. Chapman got the save. He was the player of the game. He had 2 strikeouts in that 9th inning. Caleb Ferguson, 1 hit allowed, 1 strikeout. That is going to do it for game 1 of the Wild Card series of season 2. I will see you guys in game 2 or in the first episode of College Football 27. Whichever one you guys click on, I'll see you there. Peace out.